Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, I'm missing my line. Hi, everyone. We are here. We are working on build cipher again. And I've just trimmed off a 24-inch square foam. Previously, he screwed up the whole project. And it all broke and none of it worked. Now there's some sizing issues, but ow, those my toes. There we go. I've made a plastic version instead of wood, so it did not explode.
Okay. That makes more sense what you were doing yesterday.
I also made this halo. So this halo goes over Bruce's shoulders, sits like this. I have foam pads here. Sit under it, make it not be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
So this will go on top of this, and that will make the majority built cipher's frame. But what that does is that makes a triangle with no point, because there's a flat spot. Because we are not putting a point to this triangle, we're going to build a hat. And that is what his head is going to be hidden in. I have been looking at the materials I have because I do not have a lot of money to be spending on this right now. So sometimes you just have to go with what you have. So with what I have here, I have this big old piece of foam on the table here. This lovely guy. Now it's covered in sawdust. That I will be flattening out via heat gun in a second here, because this is really difficult to work with otherwise. Kind of annoying.
So how are you using the heat gun again?
Good question, and it's not where it belongs. If you heat up foam and hold it in a position and then let it cool, it will stay in said position. But first things first, I need to find the heat gun to be able to do that.
Oh.
Either of them. Ah, there's one of them. I really gotta clean up.
Yeah. I think I need to clean up over here.
I think we're not at a con for a little while. Maybe I'll have time for that. I mean, after this weekend.
No. I'm gonna check the calendar. I'm pretty sure we're fucking busy. So yes, this weekend will be with Justice Renee and Metal Art Comic Con. Weekend after that. What?
Say what?
We're at Metal Art this weekend.
Yes.
Then after that, we're supposed to be in San Francisco.
Okay.
And then... Okay, there's weekend after that, there's nothing confirmed.
I say, well...
I think there's something potential on the books. Can't remember what. Then after that's VerseCon. Then after that we have the not Brick Center. It's called Brick.
The Santa
I don't
Clara
have it on
one?
here. Yes, the Santa Clara Lego Fest. I think it's called Brick Fest. Stay tuned for more information if you guys are interested in that. Then after that, it's Power Morphicon! And then immediately after that is Stack Anime Summer, where we will be in the Geek Show. And then we have A Weekend with Nothing, potentially. Because I think there's something else there too that we know of, but not confirmed. And then Adam Metford. And then the weekend after that is Sinister Creature Con's book fair on Sunday, the 27th. It's being held at the Scottish Rite Centre. More information to come as soon as we get that.
You can already see that's less photo.
Okay, and then after that, you're not involved in it, but I'm doing something on the 3rd of October.
And before you ask, Avon, because I know you're gonna want to know, we are building the brim for the hat right now. I'm just trying to flatten the foam out before I start, because we managed to build this structure here, which is what I was trying to build last time that completely failed. But I made instead of making the little end pieces out of wood, I made it out of plastic. And then here's the top piece that goes over the shoulders. And then there's cushions for it. And what we are working on right now will sit on top of this, hide Bruce's head, and be his hat. There's the recap.
And the reason why we're trying to get this particular cosplay done for Meadowlark is because Meadowlark's in Oregon and the connection to Gravity Falls. And it seems like lots of people up in that region, even in Idaho, really like Gravity Falls. We see a lot of Gravity Falls cosplay.
Meadowlark is also the one where the radio station dressed up when the radio station has dressed up as Uncle Stan.
Yes.
And there's usually at least one set of Mabels and Dippers. Which Bruce has now said he wants the Waddles.
He wants the what?
He wants Waddles. He wants a Waddles costume. The pig.
Okay.
He wants a costume of the pig. I told him maybe after we make the pill suits, we can make him the Waddles out of that.
Yeah. Hey, easy money. Look, dude.
Now, fun part. Need to find center.
This is the good part. How do you find center?
On a square, it's easy. Especially on a square that's mathematically sounds like this. This is 24, which means half 22 foot is 1 foot. Mark it at 1 foot there. Mark it at 1 foot there. Rotate our plate. Mark it at a foot there. Mark it at a foot there. Middle marks. right there, center. So if it's 2 foot each way, that means if I make a mark at a foot and a foot here, and then I go foot in, it's centered. So that dot's center.
It's not. No bueno, honey. No bueno at all. I don't like really talking when just doing that, so I feel like I'm distracting him. Even though I'm not talking directly to him.
You're fine.
So that's why I'm quiet.
You're fine. That's when you're supposed to be talking.
I know, but I still feel like I'm like gonna distract you.
That's when you're supposed to be talking so that they can be, unless I'm talking to the camera.
Yeah.
So what I have done is I have marked the ruler. Right. Oh, you guys still in the wrong camera.
Oh. Change. You don't even have it up yet.
I don't know. Huh.
Okay.
All right.
So
that little dot that you're on the ruler.
I see a mark, but if it's supposed to be a dot, then cool.
It's a line, but it looks
Yeah.
like a dot screen. That little guy tells me when I pin this to center. I don't think I'm using the. I want to use this big needle instead. When I pin this to center, line that up.
You want it to be focused and smooth with that line, guys. Otherwise, if you jerk it just a little bit, it throws everything. So you gotta do it all over. Or be sure you have enough material to roll up again. Which sometimes you don't. And then since I'm sure Jeff's still going around the foam off the screen. Yep, see, there he goes again. Whee! Please keep your arms and feet in the vehicle at all times until it comes to a complete and full stop. Are you doing another line?
No, I'm just kind of fixing the parts that didn't fill in.
See, also, if you notice that you made a mistake before you cut, and if what you're using to mark the lines is visible, or you know you're going to cover it up, it's easy to go back over as well.
Well, with foam, a lot of the time you end up painting it with Plasti Dip, so none of that will matter. So we're actually making this out of 3 materials total. So this will be foam, and then there'll be a window panel for him to see out of plastic mesh, knitting mesh, which will be painted black, and then have finer fabric over that. Probably twice. That's where it starts to blend. And kind of see right there, if I double cover it, it kind of starts to blend in.
You can't really see the mesh underneath it that way.
And then that mesh,
you can see some things there, but like.
And you'll see even less because that mesh is going to be painted black, and then it will be dark inside.
Mm. No, easy money. We're not tailoring. We're making Bill Cipher's hat right now. And we're looking at the top of Jeff's head. Because he's focused.
I'm over here.
Oh, he's cutting. Now you want to be sure your blade is like sharp and thick enough to go through the material you're cutting if you're choosing to use a knife like this.
As for the lithium golds, I am out of them. I will be buying more of them because I am not happy with how these blades cut.
Mm.
I mean, that was a decent cut, but I had to put a lot of force into that.
Mm. Is your blade sharp enough?
It's a sharp blade. It's a brand new blade. It's just a cheap blade.
Mm.
I'm actually listening. If you listen real close, you'll hear that kind of noise.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually the blade dragging on the table.
Oh, I actually can't hear it. I can hear the background music, but I can't hear that. I thought I could.
So if I go Pinka. Oh, no, pink spot. Pinka. Down. Hold that for a sec.
I was muted. But yeah, if you listen carefully enough, you can hear it.
And that is literally the knife dragging on the table.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna shove the blade through like that, make sure you either have a cutting surface underneath or you're working on a surface you can scratch the crap and not care. Personally, I like the second one. I scratch this table. I do not care. It is designed to be that way. It is a workstation. The cut-proof things you get at the sewing store, I have cut through those with these. I have cut through those with these. Do not trust your nice table to that thing. Do they minimize, like if you're doing like little cuts with that little roller blade, do they minimize the cuts on and the scratches on stuff? Yes. Do they stop it? No.
So now that you've cut the circle, what is the next step?
Another circle.
Dot, dot, then you got a cootie shot?
This one we could use compass.
I think that's to tell where the wind is blowing.
In no way is a compass ever used for that. In any form of
Why
what a
does
compass can be. It'll either
Why is
tell
it
you the
used-
direction, or it's one of these things to make a circle. Does not tell you
Why are we
when.
making a circle?
Because his head doesn't. Because he's not a ghost. His head doesn't go through solid objects willingly. really big. Also, if you're into K-pop Demon Hunters and you want to do one of the Soldier Boys with their little pilgrim hats, you could do it this way. This would work perfectly.
Distance Nerding commented, compass, magnetic north. Also, the circle it has is also called a compass.
If he was in the military, he would know about a compass. At least the north kind. I was about to eat this second circle, but then I realized we need it. Because that's going to be a part of our top. I make another circle out of this circle to make my lid. But we have... God, it's so hard to get the whole circle in there. You can kind of see most of it. A brim. The other low cam. See if we go with this cam. Hey, you can probably see a little bit more of it. There you go. So yeah, we have a brim. And then this will get cut even smaller, just a little bit, and become the top. If you wanted to make a top, this works for anything that's used the top hat. You can make the smaller scale. So you could make your top hat with this and then cut your oval out of it for your head shape. Put the sidewalls on and then glue the sidewalls to this and get like a Mad Hatter hat. I'm just doing it on jumbo scale. Because this thing is freaking huge. You figure we're putting it on a preteen boy that is quickly growing, so it needs to be able to fit him for a while. Therefore, I made it huge. It fits over my big head. Honestly, I could put this costume on. I just don't have the morph suit.
You know, you
so
could
have the box.
It's on her.
Will sit underneath like that. And then he will be underneath it all like this. And then there's going to be a panel in the front. It'll be made of mesh. So he can see through that. Sides will be blind.
I know it's a simple thing to do, but maybe we can work on making a Green Ranger shield in time for Paramorphicon if possible.
It's next month?
Huh?
Next month?
Yes, the end of next month is Paramorphicon.
Probably get a shield out by then. I still have some half gel stuff that like I need for the edges. Yeah, I still got some of that dowel.
Yeah, because it's the shield and then it has the two bands to help hold it down. And then he has these two like arm cuts.
So are we making the Green for Green Ranger or Red Ranger?
It's the Green Ranger shield when the Red Ranger wears it. Because Bruce has a Red Ranger.
So are we making it for Green Ranger or Red Ranger?
Red Ranger.
Since Red Ranger is up there?
Yes.
Power Sword?
Yes.
And where are we on?
Also, on Friday of Power Morphicon, there is a Red Ranger meetup.
I broke that camera.
Uh-oh. Bye-bye, camera. Who gets the dagger?
Hey. Red Ranger that conveniently lands right behind the camera. Okay, her hair, she died. So now that I'm back, we can get back to work. So I will switch cameras so you can see work. Work. No. Okay. Well, let's see. There's a couple ways. You could either do the math to determine the diameter or the circumference of the circle, or if I can find it, I only own 2 of them. You can take a fabric roller and just measure it. I prefer the second option when possible. There's one of them. Fabric roller. No audio. All right, I'm back. Now back to what I was saying. You can take a soft ruler, come around for a measurement of 41. My camera, that one. See, that's 41 right there. So whoop. So that being 41 around, that means our hole is 41 around, which means our foam will be 41 minus the width of this. You could at least turn your mic to your camera. Might have to drop and come back. Okay, we have 41 minus 10 and a half. That's 31 and a half. No, 30 and a half. 30 and a half. So 30 and a half. You clipped in for a second.
Might
We have
check
a nice
one
new
too.
roll. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, my earbuds died. They were sitting out for like 3 hours. Thinking we're gonna sound check way before.
There we go.
So what I missed because I was trying to fix this shit.
Okay, so measured the outside of this, it's 41 and a half. Measured the width of this, it's 10 and a half. 41 and a half, or 41 minus 10 and a half is 30 and a half. Now we need to cut 30 and a half of this foam. And get the spray piece of super glue. Okay. Paint.
So what part of the hat is this again?
This is the chimney? The vertical part.
Okay. Okay.
We made the brim already. Now we need to make it taller. So that goes up there. Goes right there. Bad Deadpool.
That Deadpool, what?
Deadpool's throwing shit at me.
Well, I mean, he is a merc and an asshole. So, yeah.
Alright, we have enough there. Clamp this. Get off!
Have a beer and relax? I don't want a beer, so no.
I mean, we have some.
Yeah, but would I really like that beer?
I mean, it's more my brand, but yeah. Heineken.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I like Heine's. As that Barbara would put it. Just as measuring precisely. There's a measure size, cut one. Get that right. Get it right, people.
With certain materials, that is true.
Like foam.
Yeah, foam. Wood. Yeah. Metal, not so much. Metal, you can get away with faking the foam.
How so?
Huh?
How so?
Because if you cut it a freaking inch short, you just weld a fucking inch worth of material back on and call it done.
What if you don't have a welder?
Then how are you going to put the metal together in the first place?
I don't know. Rivet.
Yeah. They don't make wood rod and rivets kind of tough, like, in most cases. They do have their spots where they're useful. Like honestly, hot riveting a building together was a better idea than welding it, just because backups. If one rivet fails, the whole structure doesn't fail. If one weld fails, potentially the whole structure could fail. I have a dot on my hand. Someone gave me the spot. Someone gave me the spot.
The black spot?
It is black. Well, technically it's Sharpie, so it'd be purple. So really, really dark purple. Because all your markers are really, all your black Sharpies and Milwaukee markers and all that are purple. Okay. So you have the brim, and then you have the hat. And you have this big
Mhm.
panel here. It looks like I
Yeah.
messed up. Realistically, I left room for this to go in there.
Ooh.
So, and then I need to cut another line at that height. Oh, you guys can't see that. So if this is flushed up over here, it's not as tall as the foam. So I need to mark it here, stripe it, and cut it again.
Mm.
So that we're at the same height for both. First step of that is you take the mesh, drop the roller on, and measure. A lovely 22.5. The other great part of having a desk that you can do whatever you want on
Mm-hmm.
is you can take the edge of your desk and write 22.5. Right on the edge of your desk. Right? Right there. I wrote it right there. Also, if you have a metal desk, something cool that you can do is you can write on your metal desk with a Sharpie and then just dump alcohol on it and wipe it all off afterwards. I love metal desks. My inside work table is wood. My outside one will be steel. Okay, so 22.5. Put that to the side for a second. So we are going to mark in here. Two and a half. We put floppy view. Two and a half. And now for a nice long stripe.
Okay, make sure it's even.
That don't look right.
Mm-hmm. Is the foam uneven?
Inch and a half there. Inch and a half there. Right. It looks weird. Did I just mirror to the camera freak out for a second?
I wasn't looking. It might have. I know it's hot in this office.
I know this fucking the one above me just freaked out, but it's something we're using.
Mm-hmm. They're all just having a sad chat.
Oh, that one up there is sensitive. Got its plug. This one straight above, the light just turned off and back on. Don't know what that's all about. And that one just glitched out on me a second ago. Just for a split second. The screen went black and back on.
Maybe there's some spirits trying to fuck with us. Maybe I need to stay
Although,
to the room.
I might need to reset the whole computer. I think it's been a while. You guys can see most of it. The only downside is working black. Black marker.
it blends in and it's hard to see.
I can tell where you're going.
Mm.
It's like driving with a road map made of Braille. Oh, the Jake shield. That's what he's talking about. No, that is Jake the dog. Okay. So I have two options right now. I think I'm gonna go with the second one. I can figure that out after. We need the halo. One brim back. Okay. Where is that? Everyone's favorite chemical of caustic proportions. I have another can of this. We're starting to get low.
Of what? What are we low on?
Contact cement.
Oh.
I have another can that I bought the other day.
I hope I don't need that for my project for work.
Oh, I have a brand new can. Actually, technically, I have two brand new cans because I also have the one for cosplay repair.
Well, as soon as this project at work came up, my boss is like, Sandra! Knowing what we do. But then we got the email saying that we have to involve the kids with it. So, I can only do so much of it on my own and have to incorporate the kids in it somehow.
I bet you 90% of them are building it and then having the kids decorate it.
Probably what most people are going to do, but I talked to the other lead teachers and we have a concept. We have a concept involving the kids, but also kind of doing it ourselves. Especially because our kids are between 18 months and 3. They
2 to 3
are literally
involved.
Huh?
2 to 3 you can get them involved. Under that, they're not really doing much.
No, they'll just eat the paint or the markers themselves. Happens every time we have art, no matter which classroom I'm in.
Yeah, under 2, you ain't getting much. 2 to 3, you might.
Yeah.
3-year-old, you'll get something. It's gonna be something.
No, as soon as they turn 3, they age out and they can no longer be in the classroom. They go up to the preschool class.
Yeah. Upper 2s, you'll get interesting stuff. Is it what you want it? Probably not. You'll get something. Okay. So what I've done, the contact cement at the inside of here and the outside of here. Now what I'm doing is gotta wait a second for it to tack up. I can see how he thought it was Kenny. It in the lighting does look a little orange because of yellow, and all you could really see was one eye.
Yeah.
Like, see how that would be like Kenny's the face opening.
True. Now you just have it tighter right now to measure the mesh, or
Huh?
why is the tower part smaller than the hole?
Because it is not glued to the outside, therefore it is bunched up right now. It is also
Okay.
leaving a panel open for the mesh to go into.
Okay.
What I'm doing currently is I'm holding down the hat brim so that it's flat. And I am rubbing my hand on the inside of the foam, pushing the hat outward, which means we now have an opening. And then we put the other circle that we cut earlier. We'll go on the top, and that leaves this panel open right here. That leaves this gap open in the front. God damn you. I'm gonna be like that. Which is for this to get glued in. So this will literally go from the inside here and include that front edge right there. I'm gonna have to trim that. We're gonna lose a couple squares, about 4 squares off the edge. Okay, we're like halfway through. We're good. Alright, we're good. So the next step is gonna be sidetrack this again. Stitch the hat back. More contact cement. This time, around the edge of this one. Big old wheel.
And this other part's the top part, right?
Huh?
Let's do that part right there is the top part, right?
Yes. So what I'm doing right now is I'll spread glue around this. You know what? Before I run my shirt, this glue. My apron out that I should have had on from the beginning of this. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about ruining clothes. Put my apron on.
Oh yes, your fancy little apron for working in the cosplay lab.
I was actually thinking about finding an apron I actually really like. This one's odd. And then maybe when we get some of our patches made, get some of them put onto one of these.
Yeah.
Strip pill burger glue on
You feel good.
and that is the whole reason why I wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would put my shirt.
Now, for those who are joining us for the first time, you want to refresh us on what you feel is the best way to use contact cement?
So don't get it on your table because it makes this weird gooey spot. Apply a thin coat across. Let me shine that up where I'm actually working. A thin coat across the area that you want to attach. And then you will end up waiting on the contact cement until it is not sticky to the touch. This stuff is about shot too. If you ever see your contact cement turning weird white milky color, or it looks like phlegm,
Yeah.
you're on a new can soon.
Mm.
It means the thinner has evaporated out of it and it is starting to cure the can. Luckily for me, this can is also almost dead, so it does not matter that much in this particular one. It also is, when it gets to the like Moko state, that's what it looks like. It looks like a snot rocket. It's harder to work with. Like, it's harder to spread it. Like, it's all boogery like that. Like, you see how it's all like burger colored instead of clearish brown? That means your stuff is curing and it will not be good much longer. This is a very big hat.
But it's appropriate because it's going over his face so you can see through it. Right?
Yeah. But this is like some Doug Dimmadome stuff. Which this is exactly how you'd make a Doug Dimmadome hat. Just I would say support if you're doing a Doug Dimmadome hat. Supports inside. Put some freaking cross supports because that hat is supposed to be like 10 feet tall. That man's like 4 foot tall and his hat's above the rim on a freaking basketball court.
Because he's Doug Dimmadome. Owner of the Doug Dimmadome.
Which means, since it's the Dimmadome, that's a professional court. It's like NBA level court. So, I don't watch basketball really, but I know that Hoop's, I think 16 or something like that. Don't know exactly. But I'm not a big basketball guy. Never was. I just know that
the smell is getting over here. I don't know how, but it is.
Because I'm using a lot of it. This hat is so goofy looking.
That'll all pay off in the end.
just had it goofy
Ah,
looking.
yeah, it does look a little goofy right now.
That's about what it's gonna look like.
Yeah. Now, my dear, are we staying all the way till 9, or are we just doing an hour?
It is what it is. I want to see if I can't fit this panel in here.
Just wondering, because I see the time. And I
There's
know
such-
I got stuff that I need to do and I need your help with.
Yeah, and I have other stuff I need to do, and I also need to shorten. I'm shrinking beam. I got to shrink the thing tonight because I have to buy fabric for it tomorrow. You guys might get a bonus episode.
Ooh, bonus episode.
You guys might actually get 2 bonus episodes.
Said that
one in the
already,
morning.
Felipe.
Yeah, you might get 2 bonus episodes, and one of them might be during the day.
On Friday,
Yes.
maybe? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay.
Because tomorrow I need to sew. And then if I can get it all sewed together, then Friday I will be decorating. The bill still need a face and bricks.
And see, tomorrow after work, I have to meet up with Ben to get our stickers. So I've been trying to meet up with them all week, just haven't been able to do it.
Have you already paid him?
Yes.
I can probably do it then, because I have to go down to Arden. Means I'll be over in that area.
Well, he said he'll be at the shop at between 4:30 and 5:30 tomorrow.
Okay. But I have to go to the fabric store. You know that's going to take me a minute.
Then we'll just...
I have to go over and get fabric and find the exact yellow that I want to use. What's the right amount of stretch? And I'm picking fabric.
Yeah, you are. That's why you don't like ordering fabric online.
Yep. Just like shoes. It might not do what you want. And I'm not the best at sewing. Therefore, when it doesn't do what I want, it's really annoying.
So we'll see. And then, you guys, shout out right now to Idea Factory. That's our friend Ben. He prints 3D. He does 3D printing, custom printing on shirts, canvas bags. He makes custom stickers, flyers, posters, just about anything you can print. He has the ability to do it. We use him a lot for flyers and stickers.
Ribbons.
Yes, he does make badge ribbons too. He does. And he's working on making Lego brick badges. They showed him some. And now he's like, oh, that's fun. So when he has that all up and running, if you're in the Lego world, you get some of those too.
Aha.
What's
You
that
guys are
face?
just looking at my faces on camera. Really got. I wish there was a way you could control the cameras online.
Yeah, maybe if we had that other system, I don't know.
I don't know.
We just need a lot of upgrades. So if you guys want to donate, DM us and we can tell you our Venmo account.
Look at that. It's starting to become a half thing.
Ooh.
Kind of. Okay. So now, when doing contact cement on something like this mesh, I would say take a piece of cardboard, thick piece of paper or something, put it underneath. Because when you brush your contact cement on, it's going to go through. Yeah, you're going to hit your surface area, but you're also going to go through. So if anytime you're brushing an edge on a table or something, I would pretty much recommend to put something down, prop of some sort that can get thrown away when you're done. And I put a quick wipe across there, reactivate that. So if you've glued something with contact cement, and you need it to come back to life because it sat for too long, and you can just hit it with a quick brush coat, a thin coat of it, like super thin coat, and it will come back to life because the thinner is in the chemical, therefore it will thin itself out automatically and bring it back to life. The way the glue actually works is by the thinner evaporating off, and that is why it's caustic to respiratory systems, is because you're evaporating off chemicals.
Yay! Inhaling chemicals.
So. Mojo Jojo. Wait, we somehow end up in there. What has happened here? Do we somehow end up in like Powerpuff World?
Yes, Easy Money does the casting sometimes in our chats, and you're not fully paying attention. So this time it was Powerpuff Girls. He casts all our friends that we know in our circle. So just so people who don't know what we're talking about, I didn't put it up. This is what Easy Money is doing with the casting.
I think I've seen all of like 2 episodes of the original series of Powerpuff Girls.
I used to watch the original series off and on.
I've seen like 2 episodes, and that's because Ginny used to watch it.
And this is who I picked for who's who in the as the Powerpuff Girls.
Let's see if we have more chemicals.
It's dead. Dead.
Boom. There we go. Look at that. More chemicals.
Yay! We like chemicals!
Oh, that happened so nicely. Yeah. That's what it should look like.
Clear.
Over your drink. That nice clearness. Maybe a light amber brown to it. What it should look like. Not that mocha burger look.
Now, for those of you who don't know, mocos means boogers.
Burger.
Well, some people don't know that.
Yeah, but I said mocha burger look.
Yeah, but some people probably won't catch it or not understand. So I'm just explaining it a little bit more.
Yeah, Google Translate, you'll be fine. Although, like, the majority of the people watching right now are from California. I'm sure they'll get it done.
True.
Like,
well, you know,
if you're in California and you don't know a little bit of Spanish, you're kind of screwed.
Apparently, in the city of Taft, they don't know any of that. It's apparently extremely white there. Like if you're a pale Mexican and you walk through there, they'll give you a weird look because you don't look like them.
Okay. No longer. Or is it up? We're up over
Good
here.
camera. Well, you lightweight want to be fuzzy lumpkins, and Easy Money made you fuzzy lumpkins. So there you go. Now he's putting that in. You're tucking it on the inside, right? Or is it outside?
Inside on the bottom, outside on the top.
Okay.
And have to figure out something for the sides. I'm thinking I will use my old technique that I love of cutting a couple strips of something thin and putting it down the sides to hold it in place.
Mm-hmm.
I should have really shrunk this top before. Now I have like a probably half-inch gap over here.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's really real tight. But we throw that out of the way. And go like so. Don't worry, it was Aquanet. It'll survive a nuclear apocalypse. You can see even that.
Right?
It's starting to struck my face.
Oh yeah. You're not a very clear shot. Which is okay.
Freaking has cool patterns.
It's hurting my eyes.
It looks like the background of
away.
a
I have to look away.
It reminds me of the old Windows when you'd freaking play music and the screen would do the weird.
Oh yeah. My eyes hurt so much I gotta rub them.
Yeah, it sucks being old.
I'm needing new glass.
I have glasses. I don't wear glasses often. I look different, very different.
Yes, you do. You do.
And these are
just
not
like I do.
These are mostly for reading, so like doing normal stuff. These make everything really big.
You're not like me who just needs them to see.
Yeah, these are mostly reading, focusing on stuff like that. Although with the apron, it does make me look a little bit wholesome, doesn't it? I look kind of...
Yeah, you look like you're gonna give us a tutorial on this Yankees workshop.
Like the apron, the glasses. All I needed like the little like swoop part in the front, and I'd be set. A little Flanders haircut. Yeah. So, like I was saying,
don't fall down. That's not good.
I like this apron. If I could find someone that sells these in bulk, I'm tempted to buy a handful of them because aprons are one of those things, one size fits all. And sell these for makers to use, and then just stitch our logo onto them. Probably over here. And there's a nice big open spot where there's like a tape measure hoop up here. Where you can either hang a little tape measure off of it, or
a pen, or a marker.
A hammer, but my hammer's outside. But I'd probably use it for those, something like this. My box blade would fit there nicely. Then there's a couple pin spots here. There's a little bit bigger pocket over here. This is legitly where I'd probably put the knife. Sorry if this freaks out. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's legitly where I'd probably put the knife. And then you have room for a couple markers in there. There's a little hoop that I'd probably never use, but I'd probably put a patch here. So it'd be a leather patch right there. You guys, would you guys be interested in these? It also has like a hoodie style pocket down lower. That's one of the things I really like about it. Oh, here, let me take this thing off. I got this. So it has shoulder pads so that it doesn't dig in. Actual leather back piece there. It's denim. And then down lower it has like hoodie pockets. Like this goes all the way through.
Interesting.
And then you have a couple little pockets here for whatever. And then you have two flap pockets here for whatever you're working on. And
I mean, if we were gonna get them in bulk,
hammer hoop here, and yeah, a little hammer hoop over here.
We have to get. I don't know. Like, how much did you pay for that? Just that apron?
This one, I bought this one off of a cheapo store. But in bulk, you'd get them cheaper. So.
When we say material, though, you wouldn't want to sell like really crappy.
Well, because of the patterning and the cost of shipping and blah 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 blah, all the backline stuff, not the material cost. The backline stuff is what costs. Starting a machine costs money. You start that machine and then spread that over 20 units, it's going to be cheaper than over 5. You do that over 100 units, it's going to be even cheaper because you're spreading the cost of each one over a greater span, because there's certain costs that's just every time you run the machine, every time you ship a box, you have set cost. If you ship something, it's automatically this much plus all the other stuff they want to do. If you ship a bigger something, it's going to be the same this much plus a little. So it's those costs that makes it cheaper, not the material cost necessarily.
Okay.
So yeah, logistics stuff. Logistics are expensive. They just are, especially right now. The fuel costs so high, logistics are super high. That's one of the biggest problems I have with working with Brave right now is figuring out how to make things as light as possible and no bigger than they need to be. Because when you go to ship a prop, a part, a art piece, a whatever, the bigger it is, they are going to charge you. The heavier it is, they are going to charge you. So the smaller and lighter you can make it, the cheaper it will ship. That's also why I'm trying to all the props done, or at least a good chunk of them done, ship that, and then go from there. Which we actually might make one of the masks on here. And there's another one that I have to figure out, which I have to actually talk to one of our friends. I have to go hit up one of our friends and get advice from him. I gotta talk to Odin. Actually,
Well, I have his phone number.
yeah, I gotta talk to Odin. And the other guys that might have good advice on it would be Black's the phone smith guys.
Blacksmith Cosplay?
That's the one that did the Power Ranger thing we just had on. They made the Daredevil mask.
Yes.
Yeah, them. Because I have to make that lovely wolf mask that Mom wears, and I am not sure about how to make the snout. I do have an advantage. Those are all homemade masks. So if they look a little jank, that's fine.
Because in the comic, they just use what they have already in the house, right?
So in the comic, they made their own.
Yeah, with materials they had in the house.
I mean,
I would assume.
But they made their own. They used whatever they used, and they made their own. But yeah. So the only one I am really worried about, well, only two that I'm kind of having to figure stuff out on is the daughter and the mom. Because the daughter is kind of similar to this clown with the big bubbly cheeks and the clown nose on it. And there's a lot of contours in something like this that are compounding turns. And the mom is the fox face. So, combination of the daughter, which is similar to the clown, and the mom, which is a fox, which is very similar to the music video, What Did the Fox Say mask. Between the two of those, yeah, those will be fun. I also have to sculpt a cast iron skillet. I might just take one of our cast iron skillets and freaking cast it in silicone. So, yeah, you might see us selling freaking skillets soon. Because if I have a mold, I can always inject more and freaking make more of them. But I think that's as far as we're going to get on this tonight. I have lighting to figure out. So, oh, how's the progress? I see that. The progress is a freaking comically large hat. That looks really good from the back and the sides. It needs a little bit of love up front where the mesh is.
Where it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be the viewpoint to see at it.
Yeah. So this big hat, that mesh will sit up front. I will paint that mesh black after I figure out how to blend it. And then I will put 2 layers of this stuff up. As you can see, 2 layers of that hides stuff pretty well, but you can still see through it. This is actually what I use for Reptar's mouth, which you can see in the top corner of Sandra's shop there. Boom. Yeah, you can see it up there. That mesh that's where I look through, and that is the exact same mesh that I'm going to be using to hide his face in this. And then I'm using the white mesh here as more of a structure to support it. So I'm hoping I can kind of, I'm going to have to do some back bridging across here to help keep these two aligned so that this white doesn't bulge out quite so much and be all weird. I'm probably going to use the same old technique that I used before. Watch all our social medias because I will probably be tomorrow. I need to, 1, finish this guy up, and 2, I have to sew. I have a bunch of sewing to do. So, and I have no work the next day, so I'm going to be up late. This might get a little hilarious and weird. and it might just be me. Yeah, and you might just be looking at like that shot, just that screen.
Yeah, which is most of the show most of the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I might even use this as a chance to try out something I was thinking about trying out anyways. Because sometimes I'm just up at 2 in the freaking morning and not sleep. And I was thinking about possibly throwing out for videos, live streams randomly, where I will jump on at 2 in the morning and it will be labeled not kids, not for children, and just be weird. Not worry about language, not worry about what we're talking about. Talk about whatever we want to talk about, and not have to be friendly, family friendly.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's 2 in the morning, unless you're like on the other side of the world, happen to be watching.
We'll also label it not for kids, and then you have to be signed in and above a certain age to get onto it. And hey, now I can talk about all kinds of weird things.
Just still don't get us banned, please.
Yeah.
Or have a community strike against this or something.
Yeah, we already have one. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it. Any last words, anyone? No? Okay. Remember, be a maker, not a hater.